Good morning, and welcome to the Relaxation Station kitchen. Today, I just wanted to do a simple meal for you today with simple step-by-step instructions that will help you to create healthy meals for your loved ones. So today, we're going to be making a family favorite of mine, a recipe that has been passed down for generations. It's not very complicated, it's very simple. A child can do it. In my family, we're taught this recipe at an early age so we can provide for ourselves and learn to take responsibility and cook for ourselves. So, it's a very simple recipe, and I would like to share it with you guys today. So today, for what we need in terms of ingredients, we're going to need, first and foremost, a stick of unsalted butter. Now, you're not going to use the whole thing, just about maybe less than a finger's worth, a tablespoon, not very much. So you can get the unsalted, the sweet cream. That's what I prefer. You can use margarine, but if you're gonna make it right, you gotta go with the unsalted sweet cream butter. It's always preferred. Next, you'll need some tomatoes. These are salad tomatoes. Some people call them grape tomatoes. They don't look like grapes. Maybe they're the right size, but who am I to judge? So, some people say don't freeze them, don't refrigerate them, but if you want to keep them nice and chilled and fresh, I always like to keep them cold. You can get the big tomatoes. I personally like using the small ones because because the way we're going to be cooking it, you don't really need very many, and I've always done it this way, so it's just the way I've always done it, and this is just how I've done it. Of course, you can always take your own recipe and variation on it and change it however you prefer. So you'll need about 4 or 5 of these small tomatoes. So maybe about 1 or 1.5 of the large full-size tomatoes. You'll need an onion, preferably chopped, but if you don't mind the crying, I'll just get off a full onion. The trick is about cutting onions that I've learned is not to get emotionally attached to the onion. That makes you cry a little bit more. Personally, I always feel that the onion is very self-conscious about itself, and so us crying about it doesn't do it much good. So what I like to do is when I cut the tomatoes, I cry as well. So the onions don't think that they're the only ones. You will need some shredded Parmesan cheese. If you have a grater, that's great. Then the shredded cheese. But there's really no difference in using say shredded cheese over grated cheese. It's all the same. It's all good. And finally, you will need some milk. Now, doesn't have to be whole milk, doesn't have to be 2%. It could be whatever kind of milk that you prefer, and whatever kind of milk makes you happy. So, I'll put that over there. And also, a can opener is necessary. Okay. I'll give you just a moment for you to gather all those ingredients. Okay, that's long enough. So first what we're going to do is we'll need to take just a normal sized tablespoon and a bowl. And just a large size bowl is preferred because you run into trouble if you get a bowl that's not large enough to stir all the things in. And so what you do is you add a little bit of milk. Actually, we're going to wait off on the milk. We're going to add everything else first, and then we're going to put some of the milk in. Okay. So, I'm going to add the Captain Crunch. Just straight in with the Captain Crunch. You can tell if it's ripe by the way it looks. That looks good. Okay. Then pour the milk. Excellent. Now you stir it up a little bit. And then you throw the rest of the ingredients that you bought back into the refrigerator. It's an old-time family recipe. It's very simple to make. This is about enough for one. It's a good serving size. And so, I hope that you will enjoy making what we call the Captain Crunch cereal. Try it yourself. There's no wrong way to make the Captain Crunch cereal, unless you pour the milk in first and then the cereal. That might be the only way that you could do it wrong, which is the only other way you can do it. But it is a very simple meal. But it is very delicious. So once again, I thank you all for letting me into your homes. This has been the Relaxation Station, showing you how to make a wonderful, simple breakfast. Thank you all. I'm not done with this yet.